Hello everyone, welcome back to Niji Education channel. I hope you all are doing well. Before we get into this video, please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for the notifications. If you have seen my previous videos, we learned about the font group under the Home tab. In this video, I am going to teach you how to use the paragraph group under the Home tab in MS Word. So let's get into that. As you can see here, I have already opened the previous file which we are using and select the Home tab. As you can see, the paragraph group is over here. So first is the bullets which create a bulleted list. Second is your numbering which creates a numbered list. And the third option is your multi-level list. I am going to show you how to use these three buttons. So before that, as you remember, this is subscript, superscript, strike through and many other things, right? So let's perform the paragraph one. So first I am going to write the input devices as a heading. Then we have to list it out. So what we will do, first input device is a keyboard, then mouse, then scanner, next is your joystick. Many more are there, right? Now what if you want to give a numbering to this list? So what we will do, we will select the words over here and then from the second option which is the numbering, we are going to select any one of the option. This is your predefined options. If you want to change or define the new number format, you can click over here and then you can type over here the number style, the number format and the alignment. Okay. So I am going to select the predefined here, which is this one. So as you can see over here, numbers are listed here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If I press the enter key, I will get the another number. If in between I am pressing the enter key, the next number I will get. So after 2, if I am pressing the enter key, as you can see, I got the 3 number and scanner got the 4th number. Let us erase this one. So this was your numbering. Now how to use the bullets? So here I am going to select the text and then I am going to select the bullets. So here predefined bullets are there. If you want to define the new bullet, define new bullet and then symbol you have to pick. Let's take this symbol and press OK and then left side alignment and then press OK. So as you can see here, right? So this is how you create your own bullet. Now what about the predefined bullets? So let us take an example of this circle and I am going to click on that. Right? So this is how you insert a bullet in your text document. Now if you place your cursor at the first position and select the bullets, you can apply bold effect to that so that it will look more beautiful, as you can see on the screen, right? Next is your label numbering. So how to do that? Now I am going to select the multi-level list. In that one I am going to select the bullets. So first I am going to type the parts of computer. Then you have to press the tab key on keyboard so you can get the next bullet. So in that one I am going to type the hardware and software. right? below hardware, press the enter key and then press the tab key so that you can get the next bullet. In hardware, I am going to type keyboard, mouse, monitor and CPU. Now in software, press the enter key and then press the tab key so that you can get the next bullet. So software will be your operating system. Suppose if you want this in numbers, so select the entire portion with the help of mouse or keyboard. Select the multi-level list and click on this. So as you can see, 1 parts of a computer, A hardware, B software. In hardware, keyboard, mouse, monitor and CPU. In software, operating system. So this is how you use your multi-level list. Now these are the margins. So next is your left margin, align left, center margin, align center, this is your align right and this is your justify alignment. So how is it working? Let's see that. As you can see over here, I have selected the paragraph of keyboard. So if you go for center alignment, which centers your content on the page, so click on that. Did you see that? It is at the center position, as you can see over here. Then select it again. If you go for the left alignment, which aligns your content with left margin, so click on that. So this is your left alignment. Next, right alignment. So click on right alignment, which aligns content with the right margin. So as you can see here, space is there, right? And from here, as you can see, it is in the straight line, isn't it? Then select the paragraph and go for the justify margin. So as you can see on the screen, it has given the equal space on the left margin and the right margin. So this was about your margins. Next is your decrease indent and increase indent. So what does it do? Decrease indent, move your paragraph closer to the margin, and increase indent, move your paragraph further away from the margin. So select your paragraph and then select the increase indent. So if you select it, did you see the difference? It went away from the original margin. So this is your margin and it went away from the original margin. If you go for decreasing it, it will come back at the original position. This kind of a work you can do with the help of a ruler as well. From here, you can decrease and increase, right? Next is your line and paragraph spacing. As you can see here, 1, 1.15 till 3, and then many more options are there. So if you go for 1, as it is, it will be there, then 1.15, so it will increase the space between two lines, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. As you can see the difference, right? So according to your document requirement, you can choose your line spacing. Then line spacing option, if you want it in a more option, you can select, you can specify over here, alignment, outline level, then indentation you can select, you can increase or decrease it, and you can set as default, or you can go for the OK button. Then add space before paragraph. So wherever your paragraph is starting, it will add a more space between the heading and your paragraph, or it changes how much space appears above the selected paragraph. Next is add space after the paragraph, which changes how much space appears below the selected paragraph. So this is about your spacing. This is your shading. So change the color behind the selected text, paragraph or table cell. So let us do that. Did you see that? It works same as we did for the keyboard word. As you can see over here in the keyboard word, I have given the highlighter. Same way you can use this option as well for the same. If you go for the darker color, it will change the text color. As you can see, if I go for this, the text color is blue color. If I go for the darker color, text color is your white color, right? Then the next is your sorting. Arrange the current selection in alphabetical or numeric order. So let's take an example of 1 to 10 number over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 and then 7 I am typing over here. Let's go to the next page so that you can have a clear idea. Select the entire thing and then go to A to Z, click on that. Then sort by number, these are the type is the number, and then in paragraph only, this is the ascending order or descending order. I am going to select the ascending order over here and then click OK. As you can see that 7 which I wrote after 10, it came to its original place. Now let's take an example of ABCD. So let's take an example A, B, D, E, F, G, C, S, C, right? Then select the ABCD which we have written over here. Go to the sort button and then take type as the text and then go for the descending order, let us say, and press OK. So as you can see, it arranged in a descending order. Next up we are having the show or hide. So in this one, show paragraph marks and other hidden formatting symbols. This is especially useful for the advanced layout tasks. So let us take your paragraph in which I am going to give enter over here. Click on the show or hide button. So as you can see, wherever space is there, they have given the dot. As you can see over here between S and C, can you see here? Then wherever I have pressed the enter key, they have given this symbol. This is for your understanding that wherever you have given this space and enter, the symbols will be there. As you can see, everywhere, wherever I have given enter, they have given the symbol of the enter. If you click on that, it will be removed, right? So this is your show or hide button. Next up you are having the borders which add or remove borders from your selection. So I am going to select the keyboard word which we did in a word art, and then I will click on the border which will be bottom border, top border, left border, many options are there. I am going to go for the outside border. So did you see the outside border? If you want to change the format of this border, go for the borders and shading option and select the style of the border. I am going to select this style, and then the width, if you want to change it, I will keep it as 3 pt, and the color, if you want to make it colorful, so let us take the red color and then press OK. So did you see we changed the border of the selected text? If you are doing it for your paragraph, same thing you can follow for your paragraph as well. So go for the border, select the outside border. So the entire paragraph and the word keyboard will come under the border. So this was about your paragraph group under the home tab. For learning more groups under home tab and many other tabs, stay tuned with Nija Education and keep learning with it.